What's up guys, Ryan here, and I want to talk to you guys about hand traps. So a couple days ago, I posted a poll on the Facebook page asking if you think that the hand trap epidemic has gotten out of hand. Essentially, should any of these hand traps get hit? I got quite a few responses, and the majority of you guys said that you would like to see them get hit. I even saw one person suggest all the hand traps go to 1 and then see what happens. So I want to talk about kind of the main offenders and kind of why we're here, and what you guys think, or what I think the fix is. Essentially, the main one running around right now is Ash Blossom. That card basically says no to anything that you want to do. If the card moves from the deck, it says no. In the same vein, the Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries snacks pretty much a monster from your extra deck and banishes all copies, so that really cripples the kind of the one card strategies like Double Helix from the duel. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, I think, is probably the most fair. Is certain things it can't hit. It doesn't actually negate anything, it's just a 1-for-1, and a properly used Ghost Ogre is very effective. However, it doesn't really do as much as Ash. And the last one that's really running rampant right now is Droll and Lockbird. It did just get a reprint, I think, in the OTS pack, and it's getting a reprint in the Kaiba collection. Yeah, so, you know, I don't see that going anywhere, at least until after the set comes out. But that also says, you know, just no, you can't add cards. So all these hand traps, while they are good in the sense that we had a video a while back about going second in Yu-Gi-Oh! And why that's really hard to do, and that the hand traps kind of let you play on your opponent's first turn. It kind of slows them down a little bit so that they don't make this incredibly unbreakable board. However, it means that you can't do well unless you're main decking 10 hand traps. So which is why spirals are very good. They main, essentially, I think they do, you know, 3 Ash, a couple Ghost Ogre, Droll and Lockbird, and Max C. So you have a whole bunch of these hand traps, and the reason that they're able to have such a massive stopping power is because really the whole deck is a 2-card combo. As long as they can get 2 spirals on board, it just kind of spirals out of control. And the other deck that is currently doing so well is Trickstar. They also are able to main a whole slew of hand traps because all they need is that 1 Candina, and then they can spiral as well. And just do a little bit of burn, attack directly. You know how they work. Which is why I think it is interesting that Pendulum Magicians are doing so well, and they are, you know, having such a big cut in the top cuts of some YCSs, because as a Pendulum deck, they cannot afford to play a whole bunch of hand traps. I think maybe 3 to 6 hand traps, I would say, before your engine starts losing some consistency. I think that is a testament to how powerful the deck is, and that it in and of itself can function without having to stop your opponent. I think another reason for all the hand traps is that Spiral, being the best deck, is particularly weak against hand traps. So in order to beat the best deck, you have to play the best deck, and the best deck can play the counter to the best deck, which counters the best deck. So yeah. So that begs the question, what will happen to all the hand traps that are being mained once Spiral goes away? Will people continue to play all of the hand traps because it's a good thing to do? Essentially, you know, you stop your opponent going first, or even if you are able to go first yourself, make your plays, and then have a couple hand traps left to stop your opponent from breaking your board. Do you think that that play style will carry over once Spiral gets hit? I think it really depends on the decks. I think certain decks really can't afford to run a ton of hand traps, like I mentioned with Pendulum Magicians. So right now, because Spiral, like I said, the best deck beating the best, Spiral is very susceptible to the hand traps. So you want to be able to play a deck that can beat the best deck. So yeah, essentially it would require a deck coming up to also be able to play a bunch of, and having those 1 or 2 card combos that lets you do your plays with a handful of essentially dead cards. So as a bonus question, how would you, I guess, slow down Spiral further? They've already been really gutted with the Spiral quick fix and drone hits. Is there any other card besides outright banning Double Helix? Is there any other card in the deck that they can hit? Everything is searchable. Everything can be a one-off, and it's able to just kind of gain resources constantly. So without actually banning any one Spiral card, how would you slow down this deck? Should all the hand traps go to 1? Should they just go to 2? I think Ash should definitely be hit, and I'm almost confident that that's gonna happen after a reprint, and they can milk some money out of that. But yeah, let me know what you think about what I've talked about, and I will see you guys next time.
Heh, clicking the subscribe button's a good move. I guess there's a first time for everything. Feel free to click on these third-rate videos from a fourth-rate YouTuber. But I don't have time for such amateurs. Come on, Mokuba, let's go get ice cream.